Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first tutorial on my new series of lag-efficient farms. Today, I'm going to teach you how to build the creeper farm that I built on the episode 6 of my subscriber series. It is an intermediate level farm, meaning that it's not that hard to build, but you have to be careful with the placement of certain blocks. Follow the steps closely and you'll be just fine. I am going to be making more tutorials for lag-efficient designs, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notified when those are uploaded. And I know what you're thinking, but Bruno, why a new creeper farm? What's special about this one? Well, this farm is designed to cause the least lag possible, which means you can build it near your base and have it constantly loading. No AFK needed. We are also going to be looking on how to build the collection system for this farm, which does not only lock the farm when the storage system is full, but it also locks the collecting hopper, destroys the leftover items, and stops the minecarts when the farm is off, reducing lag to a minimum. This farm is based on a design by Ilmango, linked to his tutorial on the description, but it has a few modifications. This is Ilmango's design. It works by pushing the creepers off the platforms as soon as they spawn, just like this. They fall on the magma blocks where they die, and then the drops are collected by these hopper minecarts down here, which then send the items to a water stream and to your storage. What my design incorporates is a way to light up the spawning platforms so the farm can be toggled off when your storage is full. This modification makes the farm one block taller per layer, which decreases the spawning rates a little bit, but it makes up in terms of practicality. I'm going to show you how to build a basic version of this farm, and then I'm going to teach you how to expand it horizontally and vertically. The small version of this farm produces around 20 stacks per hour in ideal conditions, which is around this amount, and it's only 2 chunks big. As you can see, it's just 1 layer tall, and it has 2 modules right next to each other. The medium version of this farm produces around 72.5 stacks per hour in ideal conditions, which is around this amount, and it is 2 layers tall and 2 modules deep. And this over here is the large version of the farm. It is a replica of the farm that I have on the subscriber server, and it produces around 350 stacks per hour in ideal conditions, which is quite a lot, I have to be honest. This is more than 2 full shulkers of gunpowder every 10 minutes. There is never enough gunpowder, right? This version is 4 layers tall, 2 chunks deep, and 2 chunks wide. And as you can see, it requires 2 different collection systems. And yes, if 350 stacks of gunpowder per hour is not enough for you, you can always build this farm bigger. I mean, the only limit is your render distance. As with every mob farm, spawn-proofing the area is crucial for efficiency. The rates of these farms will also be better the lower it is, so digging an area down to bedrock is strongly advised. As you can see, if I press F3, we are at Y level 5. That is the level at which bedrock starts generating, as represented by this bedrock layer right here, and is the ideal Y level at which build this farm. But you have to be careful. Doing this will only have an effect if there are no blocks above it inside the same chunk. I strongly suggest you build this farm aligned to the chunks in the way I'll be showing you. If you press F3 plus G, you'll get to see the chunk borders, and this farm is built exactly inside these 2 chunks right here. But enough talking, Bruno, just teach me how to build this farm. Inside this chest are all the materials you'll need. I'm going to leave it open so you can take a note. These blocks right here don't have to be smooth stone. They can be any solid block. The same with these slabs and these stairs. The sea lanterns can also be glowstones. And the obsidian can be any immovable block. Also, polished granite is optional. I like using it to mark certain parts of the farm. And blackstone walls can be any wall too. You got it? Alright, let's get started. The first thing we'll do to get started with the farm is press F3 plus G. This will show us the chunk borders. You'll want to go to the start of the second chunk just like this and place 1, 2 and 3 temporary blocks. Now you place a power rail and a magma block on top. Break this. From this magma block, we'll count 14 more blocks. 1, 2, 3, 13 and 14. We'll put 1 more here and then complete this line. Just like that. Now we'll get our power rails up until the last magma block. Here we'll put 1 regular rail and we'll make a turn here and then go with power rails all the way back. Right to the front, just like this. Now we'll do this exact same thing, but on this side. 1, 2, 3, power rail, magma block, break them, 14, We'll add the second row to this side now. All the way to the front. Now the rails. You should have two identical structures. Now we'll place one smooth stone on this block here and on this block here. We'll place 1, 2, and 3 power rails on this side. 1, 2, and 3 power rails on this one. We'll get redstone torches and count 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Place a torch over here. We'll place a torch also on the other side of the rails, right in front of that one. All these rails should be powered up to this one. We'll do the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One torch here, and another one on this side. There we go, all powered. Now we're going to start building the collection system of the farm. In order to do that, we'll get our regular rails and place 1 and 2 right here. Then a smooth stone right in front of it with a regular rail on top. We'll place a solid block here. With a dropper pointing to this side, we can break this. And a hopper pointing to it. Now we put a power rail up here. Go to the back. Get our solid block. Place one up here and one down here. It should look like this. We'll get a redstone compactor pointing outwards. Then another solid block right in front of it. With a redstone torch right here. And a repeater on top of it pointing to that block. If you did it correctly, it should look something like this. Now we need to build the same thing on this side. So we'll take 1, 2 regular rails, smooth stone with a regular rail on top, smooth stone with a dropper, we'll break this, a hopper pointing to the dropper, power rail on top, smooth stone up there, and one down here, comparator pointing outwards, smooth stone right in front of it, with a torch, repeater on top, and that's it. It should look something like this. Now, on top of the redstone torches, we'll have to place one smooth stone here and here. Now we get sticky pistons, slime blocks, observers, glass, compressed ice, obsidian, pressure plates, and water buckets. We'll go over here and place a sticky piston right in front of the torch, 2 slime blocks, a temporary observer here, and another one pointing away from the dropper, just like that. Temporary observer, and one just like this, so they are facing opposite directions. Once again, we'll do the same thing on this side. Sticky piston, 1, 2 slime blocks, temporary observer facing outwards, temporary observer here, just like that. Now we go to this side, place 1 glass block here, 2 to the side, 1 underneath, and 1 on top. It will form a cross, same thing on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll put a line of ice from this glass block to this one, 4 compressed ice blocks, and then glass from this one all the way to here. Then from the 2 middle blocks of ice here, we'll add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Same here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we'll go over here, 1 glass block here, 2 obsidians, same on this side, 1 glass block there, 2 should I say, like this, and 2 obsidian blocks, so 2 glass, 2 obsidian. Then we'll place 1 more glass on each side, pressure plates right here, 2 more compressed ice over here, and we'll close this, just like this, all the way over here, and on this side, we'll put 2 obsidian blocks, just like that. Now, if you did everything correctly, we should be able to place water buckets here and here, and nothing should spill. Did you get it right? Nice, let's keep on going. Now we need sticky pistons, honey blocks, glass, sea lanterns, and redstone dust. We go over here, and right next to this block, we'll place our sea lantern, and another one here. We'll go to the opposite side and do the same thing. Just like that. We'll place 2 glass blocks, 1 and 2, then a sticky piston facing to this side with 2 honey blocks. Now the same on this side, 2 glass blocks, sticky piston, and 2 honey blocks. We'll take our redstone dust and place 1 right here on top of the sea lantern, 1 here and 1 here. We'll do the same thing here, just like that. For the next part, we'll need glass, compressed ice, chests, hoppers, slabs, comparators, the polished granite, lever, and a redstone block. We'll go over here and extend this line of glass by 1. Then we'll place a temporary here and break it. We should have something like this. Then we go to this side and place 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll do the same thing here. Temporary block. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And on this side, we'll do 1, 2, 3. On the fourth one, we'll place 2 compressed ice, just like this. Then we'll add 2 glass blocks to the sides, a glass block down here, a temporary block like this, with a chest, double chest on front, a hopper pointing down. We'll break this and place a hopper just like that. Now we place our slab right here with a compactor pointing outwards like this, a redstone block over here, and our polished granite just like that. I'll place a lever here. This will toggle the farm on and off. We'll change the ice for our sticky pistons and place one up here with a redstone block on front. We'll now take glass and place 1, 2, 3, and 4 over here. In fact, I think this one is not necessary. We'll place a sticky piston facing outwards here and a slime block over here and another one to the side. What this will do is that when this hopper is full, this piston will extend, moving this redstone block here, locking this hopper and extending this. Check this out. As you can see, the redstone block is here, and now we have a pocket opened here. Flick the lever. For this next part, we'll just need a sign, glass, lava bucket, and obsidian. Right underneath this glass block, the one that opened, right next to this packed ice here, we'll place a sign, and then glass right next to it, glass underneath. We'll place a temporary glass block here, so we can place this one, and this one, and this one. We can break that, and we'll put our lava bucket right there. Obsidian over here, and another glass block over here. And with that, the overflow protection is done. When the storage is full, some gunpowder might be left. This will take care of it. The items will come through here and fall into the lava, so they don't despawn. For the next part, we'll need pressure plates, our soul sand block, a water bucket, kelp, and glass. We'll go here and place the pressure plate on top of the last packed ice block. Then a water bucket here. Then we'll go down here, and right in front of this packed ice block we'll place a soul sand, and up here a water bucket. Then we take our kelp and place it just like this. We go back down and break it. And now the bubble column should activate. And after doing this, some kelp might have gotten into your storage system. Be sure to take that out. One last thing you'll want to do is to place a glass block right here, because if you don't, the items will come up from the farm and start flying up, and you'll get a gunpowder fountain, and nobody wants that. And that is the collection system done and dusted. Now we only have to add the system that will lock the farm once this is full. For that we'll need sticky pistons, redstone blocks, a temporary block, smooth stone slabs, redstone dust, and redstone repeaters. We go over here, and underneath our granite block we're going to put a sticky piston facing down with a redstone block right below it and 2 temporary blocks. Right here we'll place a slab. We can now break these temporary blocks, and then 8 more slabs this way. 1, 2, 8. We now place redstone dust like so up to here, where we'll put a repeater there, and dust in the middle. Now we go over to this side and place 13 more slabs. And 13. We'll place dust on top of all of this, like so. And now we'll place slabs right from this redstone line here. 2, and then 1 more like this. We'll complete the line like so. And we'll put a repeater facing outwards like this. We'll do the same thing over here. 1, 2 slabs, redstone dust, 1 more slab, repeater, and over here we'll add 1 more slab and 1 more repeater. It should look something like this. And now, finally, is when we get to build the main body of the farm. For that, we'll need solid blocks, polished granite, optional, target block, redstone lamp, redstone dust, our walls, string, and tripwire hooks. Whatever we build on this side will replicate exactly on this other one. So I'm going to show you just how to build here and then show you how this side should look. We'll start by placing one granite block right in front of this repeater, like so. Then we'll place a temporary block here and one down. We can break it. We'll place 14 more blocks and 14. This should be online with that. Another temporary block here, one block to the back and 2 blocks to the side. We can break this and we'll bring this to the front up to here, and we'll do the same thing with this side, just like that. We'll go to this repeater and do the same thing. So granite, temporary block here, smooth stone, 14 in line with that one, temporary block here, another one on the back, 2 on the sides, just like so. We break this and we bring it back all the way here. We'll do the same thing with this one. We'll then place 2 blocks here like this and do the same thing on this side, 2 blocks here like so. Now we place redstone dust on these gaps all the way to the back. We'll do the same thing on this side, like so. Now, starting from this block right here, we'll count 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th one, we are going to break it and actually replace it with a target block with a redstone lamp on top. We'll do the same thing from here, 1, 2, 3, the 4th one, break it, replace it with a target block with a redstone lamp on top. It should look something like this. As you can tell, this redstone line actually connects here, and then we have extra dust. This is because this redstone line is the one that will carry the signal in case we want to expand the farm in this direction. Same thing for this side. Then we replicate this exact design on this side. I'll do it and I'll be right back. If you did everything correctly, it should look like this. Now we'll add a second layer of solid blocks all over the previous one. Nice. Once you get this, we'll grab our walls and place them on this gap right here. We'll do the same on this side. It should look something like this. I'll do the same on that side and I'll be right back. Now you should have this. If you go back here and flick the lever, you'll see that the lamps will turn on and off. This is how we'll prevent spawning on these layers over here. For the next layer, we'll want to add solid blocks on the outside, on top of these gaps too, just like this. Now on this side, all the way over here, not that one, we'll place one here, and we'll keep on going, again over the gaps, up to here, and now here. Just like this. Then we'll get our tripwire hooks and place them right on top of the walls, on every block, and we'll do the same on this side. There we go. You should have something like this. And then we'll start adding string also on top of these blocks, just like that. Be sure to check if you missed any. I think I missed one here. Now you'll want to do the same thing for this in the middle. It's easier if you aim at the hitboxes, so you can see they're in black. And then we'll go to this side and do the same over here. Now you should be hearing the clicking of the tripwire hooks. That means the line is connected. There we go. If you didn't miss any, all the tripwire hooks should start clicking when you walk in this direction. You'll also want to check that you don't have any extra string on top like this. Now we'll do this exact same thing, but on this side. We are back, and both layers done should look like this. You can't see the string, but it's there, believe me. There we go, we can see it now. Thank you, Optifine Zoom. And for the last part of the farm, we'll need stairs, sticky pistons, trapdoors, slabs, and our minecarts. In order to get started, we'll place stairs on the outside like this. We'll turn here and do the same here. Also on this side. And like this. There we go. Now we'll take our sticky pistons and standing inside from the farm we'll start placing like this. Then we'll do the same. And we'll have to stand on top now, because if you activate the trapware hooks, they'll push you down. We'll do this. Now we take our trapdoors and place them in front of the pistons. You shouldn't miss any piston like I just did. Then we'll go to this side. All the way over here. We'll now do the same on this side. Both sides done should look like this. And before we cover this up using slabs, I strongly suggest you come over here and turn the farm off. As you can see, the lamps are lit now. And also place minecart hoppers here and here. This will collect the drops. Now we can go up here and we'll start placing slabs on top of the pistons. You can do it like this or also like this. I think this is faster. Like that, turn around. And here, then we'll cover the middle. Not like that, like this. And now we just do the same thing on this side. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. With this, the farm should now be ready to do a test run. Let's go over here and flick the lever. There go the minecarts. And if we stand over here, we should be seeing, once the minecarts come back, there it goes, we are getting the first gunpowders. Check that out. Of course, you can expand this storage system down, just like this. You can add a chest and then a second hopper, pointing like that. And you can repeat this all the way down here, or you can also hook this up to a shulker loader. If 5 double chests of gunpowder is not enough for you, you can always make this tube taller and put more chests. You'll only need to take care to put slime blocks in between the piston and the redstone block. One last thing that you need to keep in mind is that down here, this area is spawnable. Right now, I have a layer of bedrock and mobs can spawn in here, but it's very likely that in your world, the bedrock will not look like this. You'll probably have regular blocks here and there. What I suggest doing is spawn-proofing this using either lights or carpets. This is what I did on my farm at the subscriber server. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the small version of the farm done. As you can see, it's producing, and this farm will produce 20 stacks of gunpowder per hour. Of course, we can expand it, and that's what I'm going to teach you right now. First, we'll take a look at the easiest way to expand this farm, which is vertically. And it's the easiest because you don't need to do any extra digging. First thing we'll have to do is to remove the top layer of slabs. I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. I suggest you turn the farm off, by the way. It will make it easier for us to work. Now that we have done this, we'll also remove the stairs at the front and on the back of both modules. The farm should be looking like this. We'll add an extra layer of solid blocks here and also on the back. We'll also add a layer of smooth stone on top of the trapdoors. The farm should now look like this. Then we'll add a layer of solid blocks on top of the pistons. We'll also add another layer on top of these walls, all the way around. Over here, we'll do the same on that side. It should now look like this. We'll take our polished granite, place it on top of the corner and remove the block underneath. Then we'll take a smooth stone slab, place a temporary one here, another one there. We'll put one more here and bring it all the way up to this polished granite. One more here and one more in front of each of the polished granites, just like this. Then we'll place one repeater in front of each one. We'll place dust up to here where we'll place a repeater, just like that. And like so, you should now have something like this. And now, we need to take the signal from this side up. So we're going to place temporary block here, a smooth stone here, then one here, one here, one like this. We'll have a staircase pattern just like this. We'll place redstone dust here, and as you can see, this repeater is powering that block, which in turn is powering this redstone dust, allowing us to take the signal up through here and powering all the comparators. Now we go over here, and in front of each granite block we're going to start placing a line of redstone. The pistons will start extending up to this block. If you are planning to expand this farm in this direction, you should break this block right here and place a repeater. This will carry the signal to the next module over here. We'll do the same over here, just like this, and on those rows over there. The farm should now look like this, and from here on is the same as the layer down below, meaning that we'll place smooth stone on top of these slabs, just like this. All the way back here, we'll place another one on top of that repeater. One right here, take this all the way to the back. We'll place 2 blocks right here and do the same thing over here. Just like that. We'll also place 2 blocks right here in the back, and we'll patch this up with solid blocks. Same thing over here. Now we just repeat this on this side. The farm should now look like this, and as we did on the layer below, we'll count 1, 2, 3 and replace the 4th one with a target block, redstone lamp on top. 1, 2, 3, replace the 4th one, target block, redstone lamp in top. And from this point, you just have to follow the same steps that on the bottom layer. So do that and you'll be just fine. It's time to take a look on how to expand this farm backwards. So let's go here to the back. The first thing you need to keep in mind is that for every time you want to expand this farm backwards, you'll have to dig another chunk down to bedrock, just like this. First thing you need to do is underneath this block right here, place one like that, the same thing on this line, same thing on this line, and same thing on this line, and then place repeaters facing outwards on each one of those. The farm should now look like this, and the rest is really easy. The only thing you have to do is to expand the rails here. From this point on, the farm is exactly the same as it is on the front. These blocks right here will be the same granite blocks that we had on the front. So once you have extended the rails and the magma blocks to the back, all you have to do is to keep on building the layers of the farm as I showed you on the first part of the tutorial. And I wanted to show you that this repeater down here that we just placed is the one that is taking that redstone signal and extending it all the way to the back. The only thing that's different is that on the top here, instead of having stairs like you have here on the back, you just have to place slabs on top of all of them, like this, and the top should be one continuous stripe of slabs. And for expanding this farm to the side, the only thing you have to do, apart from building the farm again, is this. First, you need to hook up the redstone from this side to this side. And the way we do this is by using these two slabs right here. The single version of the farm ends here. You'll want to place two slabs like this, a repeater there, and then a redstone dust, and the signal will extend to this side. And the other thing you'll want to do is to, instead of building two separate storage systems, is to connect both collection systems with a water stream just like this. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I really hope you guys enjoyed building the farms that I designed. Don't forget to hit that like button, and if you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. I'll be seeing you guys on the next tutorial. My name is Bruno, this is Lag Efficient Farms, and I am out. Goodbye!